Welcome back for our Midco Motorsports update from the weekend. Here's Greg Ankers.
Thanks, Kelly. The old saying, better late than never, definitely applied at the Jackson Motorplex this weekend. After getting rained out for 3 straight weeks, the track in southern Minnesota was finally able to drop the green flag on its 2018 season. And anticipation had been building as the track was reconfigured this offseason into a 4/10 mile oval. Drivers and fans alike were not disappointed Saturday night with multiple features decided by nearly half a second. Opening night at Jackson also saw the 410 sprint cars on the oval for the annual Great Lakes Shootout. It was Corey Eliason and Parker Price Miller starting on the front row. Eliason jumped out to the early lead, but trouble struck early for Price Miller when he came to a stop on the track. Brian Brown was charging hard when Eliason caught lap traffic. Brown briefly took the lead in the closing laps, but Eliason passed him right back. Brown was close, but Eliason held on by 0.5 of a second to win the Great Lakes Shootout. Brown and Chad Kamena rounded out the podium on Friday night. 70 miles southwest of Jackson in Rock Rapids, Iowa is where the MSTS 360s were taking laps. We'll pick up the action with the USRA B mods. Dave Kennedy jumped out to the early lead, but a few laps in is when Maya Christensen gets into Kennedy's left rear. That would bring out the caution flag. Kennedy would resume in the lead, but with 2 laps to go, the left rear tire finally lets go. Ryan Walker would inherit the lead and eventually put his car in victory lane for the first time this young racing season. The USRA stock cars would have another dandy of a feature Friday night. Early on, it was 3 wide for the lead, but after a couple cautions, Spencer Callis took the lead. But opening night winner Darren Cordles would get around Callis. Justin Regnieris worked his way up from the 16th starting spot and took the lead from Cordles with 4 laps to go to pick up the win. It was the first win of the season for Regnieris as well. The MSTS 360 sprint cars hit the track next. Lee Gross wasted no time taking the lead from Jack Dover on lap 1. Rock Rapids' own Jody Rosenboom took another tumble down the front stretch, and he voiced his displeasure with Lee Goose Jr., who was also involved. Tempers would flare, but all would calm down and racing would resume. When it did, trouble struck for race leader Gross when the engine explodes under the hood. Gross was fortunate to walk away unharmed. Dover led the final 8 laps to pick up his first checkered flag of the season.
It's the first win of the season, so hopefully there's a lot more to come. And yeah, like you were saying, we tried every line out there. I mean, these kind of tracks tonight where they're real rough like this, it separates the guys from the boys. So these are my types of tracks, and I just try to go where the best line is. And I honestly think if Lee Gross wouldn't have had problems there, I think we would have had something for him, honestly.
And the green flag is about to drop on a new season of Midco Motorsports. Our series premiere will be on Wednesday, June 6th, right here on Midco Sports Network. And we'll have more live racing on the docket this summer as well. Join us on Friday, June 29th from River City Speedway in Grand Forks for the Mid-Season Championship and NLRA Late Models. And we'll also be live from Dakota Speedway in Mandan, North Dakota on Friday, July 13th for the annual Legendary 50, where one lucky driver will leave with more than $10,000 in prize money. We hope you'll join us then. For now, Kelly, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Greg. Well, coming up after the break, it's the beginning of our head-to-head playoffs. Well, technically, it's a play-in game, but anywho, Elena Lanson versus Greg Ankers with a season on the line when we come back.